Today's video is sponsored by Toast Rack for when you don't want sweaty
Oh, I'm small. There you go. Welcome to another Monday night quizzatorial on it, tronic type affair. Yes, it is Monday. Where's my Monday hat? Oh, hang on, I'll have to put. Oh, sorry, I'll put this on instead. Here we go. Welcome to Monday night quizzatorials. I'll be your host, Stephen Mulhern. Look, I can do magic. You ready? Whoa, it's disappeared. Hey! Yeah. Also, I work at Butlins, didn't you know? Yes, welcome to Monday, and I hope everybody's had a fine and luxurious week. It doesn't seem to be a week ago that we did one of these, does it? So let's have a look who's in chat first. Simon Easton's here. He says, "Hello, smashing people of the tinterwebs." And then Udjudge says, well. Hello there. Stefan Cook's here and he says, hello there. And then he says, can I just start off by saying, thinking of the Power Max Racing team after they had a massive fire at their base and it's destroyed everything, including the NGTC Vauxhall Astra they were racing. Yeah, I did see something about that on, was it Bookface or YouTube? I can't remember. Yeah, they lost, like, the whole building went on fire, didn't it? But then Stefan adds, but they still plan on being on the grid next weekend with the Cupra Leon that they've been lent. That's good. So as long as they've got stuff that they can actually still race in, that's quite good. Barry is here and he says, hello all. And then Barry says, hello all. Sorry to hear about the Power Max. I backed them when Kevin Fletcher drove for the Kelvin Fletcher even. Kelvin Fletcher, I assume he's one of the bread barons from Fletcher's Breads that they used to drive around in big blue vans playing a tune. Oh no, it were red vans. They used to come out. It were big box-backed Ford Transits. They used to drive around, play a little tune. People would go, oh, Fletcher's man's here. And they used to go out and buy bread and eggs and cakes and all that sort of stuff. Oh, Fletcher's man, I missed that. I wonder if there's a picture of one. And then you'll know what I'm on about. Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, maybe it was just a Sheffield thing then. I thought that were a toy one at first, but it's a real one. Let me see if I can find a good picture. Let me put this over here. And then I'll share the screen, won't I? I can remember how you do it. There you go. There you go. That were a Fletcher's van. So a bit like an ice cream van, but they used to sell bread and stuff. I think that's probably the ones that I remember the most. But I didn't know it was just a Sheffield thing. Let's see if there's any more. Oh, stupid people calling their companies Fletchers. Anyway, yeah, there you go, Fletcher's vans. Oh look, Dave's Pantry. Oh yeah, I'm sure they. Yeah, I think I seem to remember something about that because that is an old Fletcher's van with Dave's Pantry written on it. Yeah, I'm sure we saw him driving around as well. Anyway, there you go, Fletcher's vans. I can't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Kelvin Fletcher, weren't we? We're already off to a good start, aren't we? Is it Monday again? Asked Raimi. Only seems like yesterday you did the live. Exactly. And yes, it is. Oh, result. Yeah. What am I doing? Oh, this is confusing for my little head. There we go. Got sticky out cat ears. Yes, it has gone quite quickly. Although that's probably because you saw me last Wednesday and Tuesday. Well, like a bus there. Hello, Mr. Dick Dastardly. Drop the dick. Just watched Alex on the Marina Marley. It was shocking. It was shocking. It was also... I was trying to think of a prop shaft joke. Never mind. Hello, says Simone. Hello, Simone. Tell her... Because Simone's here, I assume she's making a dinner. So she won't have eaten yet. So tell us, Simone, what you're having for dinner. Hope everyone's had a good week. Been good here. Good. Tell us what you've been up to. Tell us what you've been up to. Oh. Stefan's been on holiday. Where did you go? And was it any good? Oh, you're in for a treat, Simon. There's so much measuring going on. It's unbelievable. Because we all know how Alex loves a bit of measuring. 916 subs, Simon, you're getting there. This is true. Let's have a look how many I've got now. Unless you've just looked. But it was 916 earlier. Keeps creeping up, creeping down, creeping up, creeping down. Yeah, 916 still. Which is a good chunk. Getting so close to clean shaven, Simon. Yes, well, not entirely clean shaven. I will still have a moustache of some variety. Hello, everyone in the chat and everyone. Oh. How am I supposed to say hello to everybody who's not in the chat? Because they're not in the chat. If they were in the chat, you'd be able to say hello to them yourself. I can't say hello to them if they're not in the chat. Stefan says, Simon, if you get to 1K subs, will you be doing the beard removal live? I will. I will indeed. I will live stream a beard removal. Yes. I received more bike bits today, says Simone, and I have already eaten my dinner. That is impossible. You cannot have eaten your dinner, Simone. That is not what we have in store. We do not expect you to have eaten your dinner when you join the live stream. That's not right. That's not right. Stickman TV says, all right, all. All right, all. That's how he talks. All right, all. Me. Smashing Pistons. What is that weird thing on the top left of your screen? It looks like a satellite from here. I showed you what that was last week. And if you weren't paying attention, young lady, then that is your problem. Although you could just come upstairs and have a look, so feel free to do that. Hi, Matt, low mat, car mat, door mat, beer mat. How many mats can we think of? Door mat, beer mat, car mat, matte paint, matte tress, matte Alec. I've got 6. Tell me if you can think of any more mats. Marina, Aquamarina. Yes, I liked Aquamarina. Oi, Simone, says Barry. Aya, says Simone. Why was the picture sent to prison? Because it was framed. Well done, well done. Mr. Dick Dastardly says, my uncle had a mobile greengrocer's business using an old bus, and yes, it was like a bus. Yeah, it's always fascinated me whether that sort of thing would work nowadays, because people are getting so lazy, aren't they? I'm just eating crisps. I'm not sponsored by Asda. Well, if you want to sponsor me, Asda Ready Salted. Ready salted flavour potato loops. Not hoops. So they're not hula hoops. These are loops. That's the difference. Ooh, like a 1960s bus, in fact. I quite fancy a commercial now, for some reason. Not an advert, I mean like a commercial vehicle. Like a big old truck or something. Like the video and use the button specifically for that. That's good. That's good, Stephen Cook. And if anybody else feels like liking the video, yes, there is a dedicated like button, as there is also a subscribe button. The car was well propped up. Oh, very good, very good. I was going to say it's proper. It was proper interesting. I've got a bag of Pontefract cakes this evening. Actually made in Pontefract, and that's good. I can't even remember what a Pontefract cake is. Is it like an Eccles cake? Pontefract cake. Pontefract cakes are traditional British sweets made of licorice and stamped with an image of Pontefract Castle. They're also known as Pomfret cakes and are famous for their unique chewy texture and distinctive licorice flavour. Originally created in Pontefract, West Yorkshire, they've been a popular confectionery for centuries. Yeah, well, that's not at all what I thought they were. Are they like blackjacks? Blackjacks are nice. Stephen Cook went to Skegness and it wasn't bad. Yeah, Skegness. Where did we go? Where did we go for Beachwise, Matt? Not right. I can't remember. Anyway, we did Beachwise. We went and parked on a beach and it was a bit miserable, and there was nothing there. I can't remember what place it were. A mustache like a Mexican bandit, as yet undecided. I could evolve it throughout the live, actually. I like Skegness, me. Has it got that Skeg Vegas sign, hasn't it? Oh, Timmy's here. He says, I'm bored and tired, so I'm just sitting back while sweating my butt off. It is getting quite warm, isn't it, Timmy? Vinyl mat. Floor mat. Hey, I'm still at workshop. Oh my God, Alex is spending so much time at her workshop. Don't overdo it, Alex, because you've got to travel to Wales tomorrow. Well, that's not far for you, is it? But just don't overdo it, lass. You don't want to be putting too much effort in. You'll burn yourself out and then you'll feel like pants. Big, hairy, fluffy pants with cat puke on them. We were naming mats, weren't we? So we've got vinyl mat. Vinyl mat, I assume that slippy ones that you put on turntables or whatever. Floor mat, yeah, we'll go with that one. Barrier mat. What's a barrier mat? Well, hello there, says Rob from Beards and Bangers, and hello there, Rob. And we have missed Rob. Rob's been quite quiet of late. I hope Rob's all right and not. I hope he's not pushing himself too far as well. Honestly, these people, they're like workaholics. Some days I can't wait to log off. Most days I can't wait to log off. But some of these people, they're just at it constantly. At it all the time. Well, hello there, Rob. Oh, Judge is still hanging on to this thing. I did pay attention last week, but I don't remember you showing a satellite. Well, that tells you it's not a satellite then, doesn't it? Hey up, Rob, says Judge, because she's from Yorkshire. Well, hello there, Rob, says Simone. Mouse mat, yes, that's good. Mouse mats, we'll have that one. I fancy some crisp now, and I've eaten my dinner already. Have you eaten your dinner, Simon, or have you eaten someone else's dinner? That's an important question. Bath mat, yeah, another one. Pontefract cakes are black, but not chewy like Black Jacks. Astigmat. Hazmat. Hey. Yes, exactly. Go home, Alex. Relax. You had a shocking video. Diplomat. That's got to be the best one there, Simon. Well done. Well done. You definitely win a prize for that one. We haven't had a well, hello there video in age. Yes. I need to do another one. Yes. Bath mat. Oh, we've had that one. Yeah, my sister's dinner. Bloody hell, Simon. Stop eating other people's mat. Stigmatism. I was thinking that. Charismatic. Oh, we're pushing the boundaries now. Hubnut now earns a SsangYong Rodius 1. Sorry, SsangYong Rodius, one of the ugliest cars ever. Worse looking than that Fiat Multipla it used to earn. Isn't that the car that they made into a boat on Top Gear? Because they're like the top of it. Wasn't it designed by someone that designs boats or something? But yes, I don't think he's got one car that I'm interested in. It's complete. There was a time where me and Hubnut's interests intersected and diverged from one another. And there were like some stuff that he did that I liked, and some stuff that he didn't. But now it's like we've gone completely separate ways, and I have literally no interest in any of the stuff that he reviews, he fixes, he drives, he talks about. I don't know how. No idea. Maybe we've just grown apart like two lovers. It's ever since that time last year at Rusterville, when Norman were there, and Ian from about 20 yards away saw Norman, and they were like, Norman! And then he came running down the car park like that. But then he fell over like that and hurt his knee. And Carly had to kiss it better for him. And he's been a bit off ever since then. Poor Hubnut. I don't know. I don't think he'll ever recover. Astigmat, as in someone who has astigmatism. I quite like the original Fiat Multipla. I thought it was something different. I didn't know there were more than one. It certainly was different. Yes. Should we get on with a quiz? Or, no, should we do something else? What do you want, quiz or random rant? I shall let you decide while I play a video.
It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet.
Pikelet, that's
It's not crumpet. It's not crumpet.
This has been a broadcast on behalf of the This Is Not a Crumpet organisation of Great Britain. Remember, if it's not a crumpet, it's a pikelet. And if it's not a pikelet, it's probably a crumpet.
oh, it's gone quiet. What's happened there? Let me try playing another thing, see if it works.
Thank you for donating. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for donating.
Oh, it's not liking something, is it? Well, we'll just remove that and pretend that didn't happen. Oh, Alex, I'm going to drive home and ignore the pile of smashed bulbs on my workshop floor. Oh, what's happened? Oh, God. Oh, poor Alex. Tell us what's happened. The only reason I'm here is for the quiz. It's not right. Modern technology for you. Yeah, I wonder why it's only playing little bits. Let me try that Terse Rack one again. I wonder if it's the length. That's what she said.
Today's video is sponsored by Toast Rack. For when you don't want sweaty
Well, that worked all right, didn't it? So, I don't know. We'll just carry on and see what else happens later. Oh, yeah, I did. That's true. I did say thank you for playing. Thank you for donating. You forgot last week. Yes, I did. Oh, I haven't yet. Tag me in it if you've not already, and I'll try and show it. Right, let's quiz it then, because I saw some people said they're only here for a quiz. I thought, well, that's rude. Right, hang on. Which one we're going to do? Oof. Let's go for this one. We'll go for this one. I don't know how people are going to react to it, but we're going to go for it anyway. Sharing the screen. It is screen number 2. Is it actually making any noise? Oh yeah. There we go. I might join in with this one and all. Where's my login page? Here we go. So if you go to kahoot.it, and when you go to kahoot.it, you put that PIN number in. And then you pick a nickname. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. So we've got 8 people in up to now. We've got 9 people in up to now. We've got 10 people in up to now. Test T Culls. French Knob. Oh, 9 people in. Oh, 10 people. Cecilia. Blackheart. Testicles. French Knob. Oh my god. 11 people in. All for one. Where did we get to? Flanger Tool. Mr. One Kerr. Two's Country. Betty Swallocks. Ugh. Timmy Too Cool. Dropper Clanger. And Calm. Where's number 11 gone? Oh. I'm sure we can have more than 10 people in, can't we? I can't remember. Right, let's go. We're off. We're off and rolling. 80s and 90s pop culture. Some of you weren't even born here then. But that's no excuse. Are you ready for some trivia? Here we go. What movie did Michael Jordan star in featuring the cast of Looney Tunes in 1996? I never watched this because, quite frankly, it doesn't look anything like my sort of thing, which is weird. It is, of course, Space Jam! Space Jam! I think is how you pronounce it. Question 3. What was the top box office film of 1986? Oh, Top Gun. Pfft. I kind of thought it might be a trick question, but it wasn't. Question 4. Before hitting it big with Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio appeared in which TV sitcom? Oh, I think I've got that wrong. Ah, that's what I thought it were, but I pressed wrong one. Yeah, was Titanic his first hit then? I thought he'd been in stuff before that. Name this character from the children's cartoon Rugrats. Tommy Pickle. Moving swiftly on now to question number 6. What was a high-selling video game console in the 90s? Oh, I think it's that one. Oh. Yeah, it had to be one of them two, didn't it? Moving on now to question number 7. What was the first music video played on MTV? I know this one. Video killed a radio star. We now move swiftly on to question 8. What movie is this cast of characters from? Oh, press wrong one. Disgraceful. Oh, look at that, right at the bottom now. Question 9. Who recorded the hit Don't You Forget About Me for the iconic movie Breakfast Club? That's another film I've never seen. I should watch that. Kiss My Axe. Very good. Question 10. What is E.T.'s favourite candy? No idea. I don't remember that being a big part of the film. Oh, Reese's Pieces. Oh, I got it right anyway. Hey, come on, Flanger Tool. Question 11. I'll do a rundown after 13. Who was the world's first computer-generated TV host? Oh, I remember that. I don't remember at all what the program was about, but I'll have to watch that again. We are now moving swiftly on to question 12. I'll do a rundown after 13. Which of these toys exploded in popularity in the 80s? Cabbage Patch Kids! Question 13. What was the most popular video game of the 80s? Oof. It's got to be that. Oof. I wasn't convinced. I thought it might be Tetris because they sold a lot of Game Boys, didn't they? But there we go, Super Mario Bros. Oh yeah, because that came with every NES, didn't it? We are moving on. Oh, we're doing a rundown. So in first place currently we've got Khan. Second place we've got Tess T. Culls. Third place we've got Flanger Tool. In fourth place we've got All For One. And fifth place we've got Mr. Van Kerr. So we move on to question 14. What does VHS stand for? Good question. Video home system. I mean, I put video helical scan. Yeah. Never mind. Question 15. Right, Fight for Your Right is a single by which rap rock trio? You gotta fight for your right to party. This one smells fruity. I've got a Tiny Rebel Club Tropicana Tropical IPA. I've had an idea with all these random IPA beer cans that are all colourful and stuff. I'm going to keep them and I'm going to somehow cut them open so they're just like flat pieces of metal. And then we're going to make like a patchwork quilt type of affair to decorate the tinware and the beetle. I could do that. I've got options. I'm going to use it. I want to use it to dress up the engine bay. Somewhat. Where did we get to? Yes, it was Beastie Boys. We now move on to question 16. What is Kel's favourite drink? Orange soda. We will now move on to question 17. Complete the line. Nobody puts baby out of business. In the bath. Or down for a nap. You never know. Somebody's probably put her in a bath by now. Oh, this is nice. Oh, quite like that. If you like your fruity beers, Try this one. Tiny Rebels. Well, it says club. It's CLWB. Tropicana, tropical IPA. Recommended. It's a bit of a hazy IPA. Moving on now to question 18. Who was Tim the Two-Man Tailor's helpful neighbour? Oh, there. So as soon as I saw it, I knew it. Question 19. Which 90s horror flick is currently the second highest grossing slasher film in the world? It's a Scream. It's because it's a classic, isn't it? Oh, look at that. I'm on my redemption arc as well, Timmy. Question 20 is coming your way. What is the name of the fortune teller in the hit movie Big? Oh, all right, that's it. Zoltar. Oh, we've got 12 people playing. Now, excuse me. Question 21 coming up. What does AOL stand for? America Online. You remember when you used to get like free CDs for internet access for AOL, and they were like free trial for a week or something like that, and then after that you'd have to pay your subscription. Crazy times. Here we go. Moving on to question 22. What was the name of the family butler in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? It was Jeffrey. Oh, Cecilia Blackheart's moved up again. Moving on to question. I'll do a rundown after 25. Complete the line. Something where we're going where we don't need roads. I like the way two people put chickens. That's amazing. Chickens? Where we're going, we don't need chickens. Oh, it's going to be so close. This penultimate question coming up. In The Sandlot, Ham Porter says, what? I've never seen it. Oh my God, I guessed that. Oh dear. I can't believe I guessed that. Right. Oh no, penultimate question's coming up now. What was Adam Sandler's breakout film role in '95? It's got to be that one. Oh, Billy Madison. I don't think I've ever seen that. Nobody gets that one. So this is the final question. So in the lead at the moment is me. Khan is second. So I don't think Khan can catch me unless it's a double pointer. Testicles. So Khan and Testicles can swap. And that's it. I think it's just between second and third now. So let's go. My name is Ingo Montana. You kill my father. Prepare to die. Which film is that from? It's got to be that one because that's the only one I've not seen. Yeah. Brilliant. Let's have a look then. So, in third place we have Testicles. second place, we have Calm. In first place, it's Flange Tool. Flange Tool. There you go. Oh, what an amazing quiz that were. It weren't too bad, that. Let me just turn this off for a sec. Hop. So, I will go straight from that into my rantings. Well, let's just see who else is here. By the way, let's have a look. Can't join in, sorry, I'm multitasking, watching two channels at the same time. No. Well, enjoy that. I will give you the quiz a miss, cooking dinner at the moment. Oh, good old Ramy. Good old Ramy. To tag, you simply type at, and then, no, I think they mean to tag a video. Oh, they mean to tag me in the video. There you go. Juju, you can share it. You're an admin. You could actually share it on the comments, I think. Drop a clanger. What has that clanger done to deserve that? Exactly. I mean, it's always a clanger to be dropped, isn't they? Leonardo's first film was Critters 3, if I remember rightly. Annoying questions. I think I only got about 3 right so far, but I'm still ahead of Timmy. Oh, burn, Timmy, burn. I'm in last place. Hey. Max Henry was actually a spoof and not computer generated at all. Exactly. Yes, he was like, the filming was done very jerky, weren't it? Maybe that's what they mean. It was, yeah. We'll have to have a look further into that. I'm in my redemption arc, says Timmy, which sounds like an internet phrase. IPAs and minging, real ale for the win. I don't. I'm not racist against any beers, but I do like a nice hazy IPA. That seems to be where I am at the moment. Never mind, I'm doing terrible. Oh well. I wish I wasn't making dinners to join in on the quiz. Well, Ramy, I mean, these are the chances you take, aren't they? These are the chances you take. Hello, Crazy Gang. Hello, Sam's dad always, and thank you for joining. And did you join in on the quiz? If not, there'll be another one in a sec. Stefan was third. Timmy was not so cool. And Mark is here. Good evening, all here, he says. Good evening, Mark. I hope you're doing well. Fruity beer. Surely beer should be beery, not fruity. Well. Fruity beer, cider, no. Lord Stiffer Upper Lip VIP says, hello, old boy. Well, hello, young man. I'm glad to see you here. Oh, look who it is. It's Pingu. Hang on, Pingu. Well, there you go. That's as much as that video as you're allowed to see. It says, sup, Tintweb dude, just got back from a track session with my son driving the TT. Well, that's pretty cool. I assume it were Brands Hatch you were at. I mean, that's so cool. The distance that Mr. Pingu lives from Brands Hatch is amazing. I don't understand tag a video and why. So you could share the video link in the chat and then I could click on the link, I think. Here's a rant. You know that Fee-Fi Fun bloke? How exactly was he planning to use bones to make bread, I wonder? He doesn't tell you that, does he? That'll be a secret giant recipe, won't it? There'll be loads of giant recipes that they don't tell us about. Oh, and Timmy's off. And this is where I take my leave. Goodbye. And then Barry's left as well. I've put Smashing Pistons in the description. Is that right? I think so. Bye, Tim. Yay, Effie Lumps. Yeah, exactly. But not all of them. Not all of them. That doesn't make sense, does it? Let me see if I can remove it and add it back in and see if it'll play it all then. It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a bit weird. Where are we? There we go. See what happens now. It's stuck to the same place again. What a random thing to happen. How random. Right. Oh, no, I can't click in it. I can't click in it, Udge. Ah, well. Never mind, it was worth a try, weren't it? I'll find it later. In fact, let me see if I can find it on here. Bear with. It might have popped up as a notification. No, it hasn't. Let me try reloading it. Nope. Let's try the subscriptions. See if it'll come up then. No, I'll have to find it later. It's not coming up for me. Where am I? Oh, and Surf is here. Hello. Nellie the elephant packed her trunk and said goodbye to the circus. Indeed, she did. Right, so my rant. Let's move on to my rant. Share screen. Screen 2. There we go. Right. So, Matthewson's auctions. Now, if you're like me, I expected Matthewson's car auction to be mainly cars. And don't get me wrong, it's an alright TV program, but I feel it's a bit like it's like a car program for non-car people. Yeah, it's just it's not very in depth, is it? It's not very in depth. It's more about the people than anything else, and then they have these little stories, and 9 times out of 10 it's like, oh, I bought this car to this store and I got it back home, and then I had a chap do all body work, and then I took it to this other place to get all engine redone, and while that were off there I took all these bits in for painting, and then my good friend John, and John's always this haggard old man that just spends all his day in a garage, my good friend John helped me to put it all back together again. And it always ends up like people either spend a fortune on something and then never use it. It just goes in a big shed. They go, oh yeah, I started collecting cars a couple of years ago and I've got 30 now. And you're like, seriously, like that's like more than a car a month. He's gone out and bought a car for 20 grand every month. How do people do these things? Anyway, so that's my rant about the program. It's a car program for non-car people. That's how I see it. But the auction. So I've always thought it'd be interesting to go down and have a look around the auction thing. Well, maybe it won't. Maybe it won't be. Because look, 404 items of memorabilia and 494 cars in one lot. But that's nearly as much memorabilia as these cars. Look, lot one, a sign, £460. Who's paying £460 for an old sign? And then a car, then a sign, 110 quid for a big Michelin map. Then a car, which that's not a classic. I'm sorry, that's not a classic. Then a sign, which looks like a reproduction. Then a car. Oh, and then a car. Oh, they've got 3 cars in a row there. Then a handmade 32-inch signed Matthewson's clock that someone paid 400 quid for. Then a car, then a sign, then a car, then more signs. 170 quid. Captain Weber matches, British made by Bryant & May. Then a cigarette sign, a bike, a sign, a bike, a sign, an old 205 GTI for £3,000, 25 grand for a 1995. Again, is that really a classic? Another sign, some of these, one of them, a chopper bike again. Oh look, not sold. A 93 Metro, another sign, a Jaguar Sovereign, some vintage brass lamps, not sold, a Defender, a 2005 Defender, that's only just 20 years old. Oh, that's nice. What's this? Another sign. 2010 Range Rover, classic. Another sign. A trailer, a catering trailer. Another chopper. A caravan. Another sign. They're kind of cool. Wow, why is that only 18.5? Coca-Cola sign from top of a fridge. 2005 BMW 600 series. Oh look, an Allegra. An old Brands Hatch sign. I'm sure I've seen that on there before. Ford Corsair. What's that? A Lancaster Bomber light-up sign. So I guess what my point is at this point, at this moment in time, look at that, jet sign, a Hot Wheels sign. It just seems to be, I thought it was just classic cars, and if you watch the programme, that's pretty much what you see. You see classics. And if it's not a classic, it's a classic bike or a classic truck or something. But a lot of the lot seem to be modern stuff or just signs. Who buys all these signs? Am I the only one that's out of touch? Because there's no way I'd pay more than 20 quid for a metal sign, no matter how big it is. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I reckon, and this is my prevailing theory, I think there's probably a small amount of people that buy that kind of stuff, really, in the whole scheme of things. And I reckon the people that buy them, the people, like I was saying earlier, that they've got a big, whatever, quadruple garage or some sort of unit somewhere full of cars. So it's just changed to them. Oh, that's a nice sign. I'll buy that. It's only 500 quid. That'll look good in me garage on wall that I'm never going to look at because it's right up in air and I don't see it. Other places like, what's that place called? We've had a meet-up twice. That Classic Hub, or that place in Leeds that I can't remember now, Motorist. that kind of thing, where they're decorating a business. So yeah, it's very, very strange, very strange. Let's carry on and see if there's anything else that irritates me. That's all right. Not sold there. Oh, look, there we go. Montego Estate. There you go, Amy. $2.5 grand not sold. God, it's getting a bit warm in this hat, I'll tell you. Oh, we're just going to skip that ridiculous thing. Look, there you go. A bloody sailing boat. Why is that? Why is that being sold through Matthewson's? 2010 M Sport BMW. Why is that being sold through Matthewson's? 3 boxes of various brake parts. Have these people never heard of Unutter Jumble or eBay? See what else we've got to spark my fury. 2003, I suppose. A Sega GTI Club sign. Look, what's that? Seriously? Come on, these are just stupid. See, that's not even all. That's a repro sign. Oh, and they're in the right mind to buy one of them bleeding things. What a ridiculous amount of money to spend on one of them and all. Bloody hell, awful. And that. What else we got? There's going to be something else that... Is that the same one that they sold before? Look, what's that all about? A Makita MLT 100 professional saw bench. Why? Why is that in there? Oh man, it's just bonkers. It's just like they pick anything. Oh, we'll sell that for you, don't worry. 2013 Abarth. 4 steel wheels. Brilliant. What else we got? Another Abarth, a Punto this time. Horse-drawn cart. All right. I fear there's going to be something quite soon. A Jimny. C&A Models Limited. What have these got to do with cars and bikes and stuff? It just feels to me that they chuck anything in nowadays. What's that? 2022 Iveco Daily automatic flatback thingy. Seriously, what is that all about? 2009 Honda CR-V. Children's push-along cars. What? An electric bike. 2021 Ford Ranger. These are 2008 Astra. What? What are you doing? A Renault Twingo? It just feels all sorts of wrong to me. It just feels like they just, I don't know, it's just, it feels like if it wasn't for the TV program, they wouldn't have half the people turning up that they do have. And I don't know, it just feels like they're padding it all out. Unless, I mean, this is where you go, this is where you can tell me what it's all about, because I've never been to a classic car auction. I've been to a normal car auction, but I've never been to a classic car auction. But I'm guessing it's not like that. I'm guessing it's not car sign, car box of bleeding knitting needles, car sign has something to do with flipping SMA breastfeeding milk. I don't bloody know. Mad. Mad. Right, let's have a look at what people have been commenting about me ranting. Where did we get up to? Oh, Ivor Howard's here. Greetings, Ivor. I agree, the modern Beetle isn't a classic, just like neither is the BMW Mini. I unsubscribed from Matheson's YouTube channel when they started talking about them as though they were. I mean, I know they've got a channel, but I think I saw a couple of videos on it and it was just faff. We were at Matheson's gift shop on Friday, didn't get to the auction. On TV programme, they never know even basic details about the cars they're selling. But a very successful company and good luck to them. Yeah, I mean, the thing with auctions is I suppose you should have a bit of an idea, but I guess it's better if they don't have an idea because then there's no comeback. That's why they've got to be careful what they say, aren't they? Yeah, you can tell even when they're on the TV programme, it's very much their opinion, not facts about stuff. Chopper, now that is a classic. You like a good chopper, do you, Mr. Dastardly? Oh, Gaz is here. He's ringing his little bike bell. Ting, 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 ting. How old does a car need to be? How old does a car need to be a classic, i.e. not tax or MOT? 40 years. Sold my chopper for £3, thought I'd robbed him at that. I never had a chopper, I had a Tomahawk, which is the smaller version. Rather watch Pistons, Alex, etc. Far better, that's the truth. Thank you. Thank you. Matheson's are like 150 quid entry and £10 commission for cars. God knows what they charge for memorabilia. Is that to advertise? Or is that to be part of to register to be able to bid? Don't classics start at 2005 with the demise of Rover? I mean, it's a funny one, that, Gaz, because if you went back to 2006, would you say that a 1-year-old Rover was a classic because the Rover doesn't exist anymore? It's a tricky one. Remy would say 40 years is a classic, 20 to 40 years old, modern classic. I like signs, but I couldn't buy them at those prices. Exactly. To me, it's just a sign. And like, I suppose it's like anything really. I suppose in any sort of hobby, you have people that are always after that top 2% of things, aren't they? Like something rare or super exotic or whatever. But at the end of the day, signs are just signs. It's just stuff hung on your wall. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like I'm quite happy with little signs of stuff that I've picked that I don't have to go to an auction and pay a fortune for. Like if I had a genuine Esser sign on my wall and it wore patinaed round edge, or if I had the same but were a reproduction, it wouldn't make any difference to me. I don't go around touching the patina. Oh, don't go around touching up patina. Hey! I wouldn't be tempted by a chopper though. Well, obviously, Simon, everybody's tempted by a chopper, aren't they? It's just a sign of the times. Eyebrow says he's got a few years to go and it's 2004. You have. So that Montego estate for sale at the auction. Shame it didn't sell. It had a proper bottom-up rebuild. Old Guernsey car that was used as a taxi. I mean, it did look like a good one, but people don't want them. Simon is ranting at this as much as I ranted to him about his boring measuring video. That is true. I hear standard 10s are the next big thing, and now it's time to buy. Get selling. Get selling it, guys. Come on. Oh, mine is for sale too. Coincidence or what? I mean, because I'm a not at all famous YouTuber, there's no value in me saying I'll meet up and do a video on it and get it out there on Tinterweb for you, because I ain't got that many followers and nobody watches my stuff. But the offer's there. GPS OMG, greetings. Antique advertising signs that represent iconic brands can be extremely valuable. Now then, yes, but are they worth that? That's my thing. My point is, things are only worth as much as what people pay for them, especially when it comes to antique type stuff. And to me, if everybody was like me, they wouldn't be worth that much. No, I swear it's the few top people that have got more money than sense that'll buy stuff like that. It's the same way a lot of things on here. I swear down, because they've said it on the program before that people will come and they'll have an idea what they want to buy, but then they'll buy something completely different. It's just not what I expected. What's that? Sold for 510 quid. Really? 2000. Oh, we've said that already, haven't we? Bloody trailer. Oh, look, a P4. Wow. It's ugly. Oh, is it that? Oh, don't want to see that. There you go, Alex. There's your next works van. Oh, and this, you could get that and that at the same time. Perfect. Let's see what else we've got. One foot pump lamp and chain lamp. Sold for 50 quid. I'm going to start making shit like that if people are going to buy it. Let me know if you want me to make any shit like that and I'll make it. Oh, look, a boat. That didn't sell. Some more of them lamps. They've got to be repro stuff. There's no way they're being that good, Nick. Gear shift lamps. Morris Minor Limited clock and workshop stool. There you go. That could have been yours, Alex. Come on, I've got to find something else that I can rant about. Oh, look, somebody's pinched some road signs. Electric mobility scooter hoist and engine hoist. My dad's just sold one of them because on his car that he bought, it had a hoisting boot, so he took it out and sold it. A Mobo Broncos child's horse, a compressor, a pub sign, a chainsaw, angle grinder, hedge cutter, and Makita breaker. What? Why are these things? Why are they these things? I'm just not happy about it. Oh, now I can hear myself, and that's just weird. Bloody hell. Another chopper, for God's sakes. If you want a chopper, just go to Matthewson's. They've got loads of them. Oh, I can still hear myself. Chopper, chopper, chopper. That's better. A 6-bike trailer. I mean, how are these things on? Anyway, carry on, Simon. The only thing for it is to warn Matthewson's that if they auction all that bollocks in the future, you'll be informing Alan Titchmarsh. I will inform Alan Titchmarsh. In fact, I might do a video about it. Me and Alan Titchmarsh will go down and start questioning him. A bit like, is it Jonathan Cook from Cook Report? Hang on, I'll make a makeshift microphone. Hi, I'm Simon from Smashing Pistons, and I'm here to challenge you, Matthewson people. Why are you selling this bollocks to the general public? Oh, you've not got any answers, have you? Why would you think anybody would want to buy a trailer that holds 6 bikes from a classic car auction? Ah, yeah, your silence speaks volumes, let me tell you. Your silence speaks volumes, young man. There you go. That's how you make friends. That's what Matheson has charged the owner, plus VAT, then buyer's premium. Oh God. Okay. So they charge people 150 quid to put it in the auction. Then they charge them a percentage of what it sells for. So they're not that confident that they're going to sell everything, are they? I suppose Rovers are classic since there won't ever be any more. Never say never. Unlike several other makes that I just wish there wouldn't be anymore. What about a non-standard 10, says Simone? An irregular 10, says Dick Dastardly. Does he think we can see that? Oh, yeah, I kind of got a bit carried away again, didn't I? My motors are always going for a drive. Are always up for a drive. The Wolseley's already promised somewhere, but the 10 is here. But hopefully not for too long. We'll have to be content with looking at the satellite. A friend of mine collects original wooden railway station signs. He paid $15,000 for original Westbeck station sign from the 1930s. Why? I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't know whether it is literally just me. I don't have that. I don't have that collector's instinct or response. Why 15 grand? 15 grand. As soon as you're paying a fortune for stuff, you've got to be in that circle that if you ever want to get rid of it, you've got to get rid of it in that same circle. You've got to hope that circle's still as big as it were when you bought the stuff. I wish I could teep and ride at the same time. You mean tap type? You can't do that on a firm though. Has everyone got their brushes ready? Yes, don't forget Brushdival 2 is coming up at Rustival. This sounds like the conveyor belt prices on the Generation game. The boat didn't sell because Jim Bowen wasn't the auctioneer. Look what you could have won. My brushes are not in very good health. Oh, I have no brushes ready. Better get on it, Alex. Going back 4 pages, says Gaz, I have an old sign on my wall, a 1950s cycling related, hand painted and used on the tour of Britain. I like it. The wife doesn't so much. But is it something that you paid a fortune for, Gaz? And if you did, why did you pay a fortune for it? Hubnut, says Pingu, should sell some of his fleet through Matthewson's. Plenty of Muppets with more money than sense. Why spec? We spec? I don't know. I love old signs, says Alex. I want to buy an original AA sign from a hotel or something. But like the when they give them the star ratings, that kind of thing. My Rover sign is worth quite a bit. He paid $2.5 grand for it in an annual underground sign from the 60s or 70s. I could imagine an AA call box outside Alex's house. That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, call box outside the unit. I have a Walking Dead sign. Oh. I've got a Tin Valvoline sign on my bedroom wall. See, it must just be me. It must just be me that's not a fan of signs. I mean, again, I'll have repro ones and stuff, but I won't go out of my way to spend hundreds on one. I don't see why. I really don't see why. Unless you've got a museum or something. And if you've got a museum, people should be giving you the bloody signs, not selling them to you. Anyway, ranting over, let's get into another, what they call it. What are we doing? Quizzing, that's it. Time is it? 9:15, we'll go for this one. Hang on, let me just double check. Right, yeah, we'll go for this one. Share that screen. Share the screen. Share the screen. Get sharing that mother flipping screen. And again, I'm going to join in this one. Even though I won the last one. Oh, what? I've missed loads here. I recently picked up a 1950s Marconi radiogram. One of the glass valves needs replacing. I paid £1 for it. Valves. No, there's a subject. The valves. There's only 3. Might be a bit more than that. There's not very many companies, factories left making valves, which is the reason why guitar amplifiers that use valve technology are still getting higher in prices, or they're becoming lesser, like limited to certain wattages because they're using the same E35 valves, I think it is, and then there's a smaller one. But there is other technology coming out to replace valves, but they work in a different way. So you might be able to grab one. I think my Valvoline sign wasn't more than a couple of quid. Well, there you go. I didn't even really know what Valvoline was at the time. I might see if I can get it modernised. Well, you can't get Radio 4 on long wave anymore, can you? Oh, Jimmy Quinn's here. Howdy, Jimmy Quinn. Hope you're doing well. Right, how many people we've got? We've got 11 in, so let's go. Let's kick out some jams. Life before the internet. Can anybody remember that? A vinyl single was also known as what? Everybody got that right. Well done, everybody. Question 2. Which of these is not a Beatles album title? Exile on Main Street. Who put Revolver and Rubber Soul? Honestly, come on, people. Question 3. Tamla Motown Records came from which American city? You can still join in the quiz, Udge, even if you've missed the beginning. Detroit, because Detroit is Motor City, and that's why they called it Motown, isn't it? Boobs. Oh, I didn't go through the names, did I? I work too much. Is that Alex? If it is, it must be because it looks like Arlo.
Moving on now to question number 4. I'll do a rundown after question number 9.
Which iconic guitarist was famous for playing the guitar with his teeth? Jimi Hendrix. There is a replacement valve on the Evil Bay which should work, though it's not identical. When you say a replacement valve, because the thing with valves is the different powers can mess things up. Valve circuits tend to be more prone to going exploding. Debbie Harry was the lead singer for which band? I'm sure she was the lead singer in another band before Blondie. She's got a baps out there. What's going on? We are now moving on to question 6.
Who is this?
We all know about this stuff, don't we? It's definitely our era. Moving on to question 7. I'll do a rundown after 9. Who was the original lead singer with the Sex Pistols? I didn't know there'd been another one. Question 8. Which city did the grunge band Nirvana originate from? Seattle. It's for the whole Seattle grunge scene. There's quite a few of the bands that's kind of, some of them got dragged up with Nirvana's fame. Some of them were created because of that. It's craziness. Question 9 coming up. If you wanted to find a telephone number for a business, you would use. Oh, my mum and dad had a phone exactly like that. Who were Simon I was talking to about phones the other day. There you go. Yeah, that's exactly the colour that my parents' phone was. It looked exactly like that. Amazing. So after 9 questions, we've got Barry Halls, number 1, Pubes, number 2, Ivana Tinkle. I work too much, 4th. I'm still here, 5th. I don't know who that is. But they're still here. Colour TV was first introduced in the UK in. Oof. I'm going to say that one. Yes. So it took me a while to answer that one. Question 11. A handheld radio was called transistor radio, and it's an apt topic because Simone's been talking about a valve radio, and yes, transistors meant a valve. Valves are generally about that size. They can be smaller, but that's like a power valve size. So to have a handheld thing that had a couple of them in, like a smaller one and a big one, it's already quite chunky. The transistors was invented and they replaced valves. And I mean, a transistor can be about this big at the time. You can get them a lot smaller now, obviously, but transistors were kind of already very small then. And it just meant that you could make smaller devices. So the first proper handheld radios or pocket radios were transistor radios. So they just made transistor technology, uses semiconductors, and that's how you get. Basically, a transistor has you've got a signal coming in. So if you imagine it as water pipes, you've got a pipe coming in and a pipe going out, and then you've got a signal pipe, and that pipe is cutting off the flow from this pipe to the bottom one. And that's how transistors work. You put a little signal into this controller pipe, so it can be really small, like, oh, I'm going to move a little bit. But this big pipe's got a lot of current coming through it, a lot of energy. But your little movement can stop and start more energy. I know what I'm saying. It's difficult to explain when you're warm. But the valves work in a different way. They work on, how do they do it now? So they have to be super, super, super hot to work properly. That's why you have heaters in valves. And it works on, does it get the metal so hot that it glows or something? And it's the electrons being fired off from one plate to another that's the signal, I think. I can't remember exactly. Obviously, valves are before my time. Oh, look at Alex getting all shirty. Look at this. For fuck's sake, Simon, I want to play the quiz. Right, well, there you go. I'm not talking anymore then. In 1982, how many TV channels were there in the UK? I don't fucking care. That's what I'm going to say. Ask Alex, she'll tell you. Oh, 4. Well, there you go. Moving swiftly on because people are getting impatient. Question 13. In 1983, the average cost of a home video player recorder was... Oh, God. Can you imagine that? I mean, 450 quid sounds expensive nowadays. In 1983, what's that equivalent? Like $2,000 or something? Madness, I tells they. Question 14. What toy is this? Calm down, ladies. Everybody knew that. I never solved my Rubik's Cube. I had a little keyring one when I was a kid. Oh, Boobs is in front. Well done, Boobs. A very popular TV program in the 70s and 80s was named after which American city? Dallas. Never watched it. Question 16 coming up. What was the name of the popular arcade computer game? Everybody got that as well? Ooh. Penultimate question coming up. when I click the button. What is this? Yeah, we used to call them ghetto blasters, didn't we? I assume because they used to be popular in the ghettos. Right, so that was the penultimate question. So first and second can change. Third, fourth, and fifth can change. So first and second can change, or any of the ones below. So let's go. When was the first mobile phone call made? Oh God. I'm going to go for that one. Ah, darn it. So, in third place, we have Wisbeck Station or Wisebeck Station, or however bloody hell you pronounce it. Then, second place, we have Berry Halls. And in first place, we have Boobs. Well done, Boobs. I hope you're very happy with that position. Let's close this down and go back to the comments then. So where did we get up to? I did draw comedy moustaches and glasses on all the 1950s health and safety signs when I was at Co-op. I don't blame you. All right, we talked about that. I use a tranny in the Wolseley. I ain't plumbing in the car one. I'm not surprised. We are learning about basic electronic components here. Amazing what you get on this channel. Exactly. Exactly, Simon. Tell that to Alex. Tell her. Stop mocking me for talking to people. We can't all have bloody three-legged cats and 80s inspired rugs to lay on. Honestly, I have to work with what I've got, which is a woolly hat and some cat ears. Ugh. My brother rented a video play from Radio Rentals. I recorded Tommy Cooper's death by chance. Yeah, my nana and granddad used to rent their TV from, was it Rumbelows, I think? Was that before or after Radio Rentals? But the other thing, Tommy Cooper's death, I do remember seeing that on telly. And yeah, it is true. Like, people thought it was part of the act, and then after a few seconds, the curtain came over him, like closed, and then they moved it over him, and then something's not right there. Bless him. I don't know, because you were always sweating anyway, weren't you? So he didn't look like you were any more ill than normal. I think I was last, but it was a nice quiz. Well, there you go. What about the inlet and exhaust valves? Very good point. Very good point. My dad had ice cream tubs full of valves for TVs. Not a clue what happened to them. He had loads, but loads be worth a packet now. Possibly, yeah. Dixon's. Do you remember Dixon's? I do. There were Dixon's and Curry's quite near each other, near us. It's very strange. At the same time, when there was an OK Diner really close, which, oh God, we used to go there every Sunday after band practice. Oh, I want to go to OK Diner now. Comet. Oh, it might have been Dixon's and Comet. I can't remember which one were which now. Yes, terrible, wasn't it? It was terrible. But at the time, it was like, yeah, it just didn't seem to be out of the ordinary comic sort of stuff. And Smyrn's off to bed. Look, she says, night all, very sleepy. Night, Smyrn. I remember when the small plastic screw type things you used to tune the TV channels. Loved it. Yes. We used to have a TV where it had like, was it 8, I think, different presets, and each one was just a different pot with a little twiddly thing on. Tandy's, yes, I remember Tandy's as well. Oh my God, was that a Tandy's that was on Pinston Street? Or was that a Beatty's? Can't remember now. Yeah, I do remember Tandy's. Yeah, and Beatty's as well. We used to be popular, didn't it? What happened to that? There used to be one in Meadowhall where House of Fraser was before that closed. I'm sure it were in that corner. Yeah. Oh, Meadowhall's been around for years. By the way, Dixon started free serve internet. Oh, that's true. So they could give the discs with all the PCs they sold. I used to buy a lot from Tandy. Then Maplin's. Yeah, Maplin's is there's a Maplin's in Hillsborough, and because I did electrical engineering at Loxley College, that meant that Maplin's was the closest one. And yeah, we always used to be down there like a couple of times a week buying random crap. Has anyone ever been to a DFS when they haven't got a sale on? Never going to happen. Never going to happen. We used to have a TV with a meter that took 50p's, yes, when I was a kid. Sorry, 50p's used to work as well. Can you imagine when bloke came out to take money out of it? Oh dear. I want to know where Alex came on that quiz now, by the way. I used to get my PC parts from Maplin's. I've not been. Is Maplin's closed now then? Is that gone as well? So I stopped. But now, yeah, obviously, as I say, when I were at college, we used to go to Maplin's because that was the closest thing. But when I actually started working, my first job was in making radio station equipment. So we had, well, I had infinite supply of bits and pieces for mini projects. But also I could order directly from different places like Canford, I think was a big one. And is it FEC, I think, was another one? Was it Farnell's Electronic Components? I think it was. So yeah, we had all that access to that stuff, and I managed to get quite a lot of things quite reasonable. DFS always used to have a sale on for £299 for a Surfer. Now I think it's £350 with inflation. That's what happens. Toy £1 coins working shopping trolleys, or so I've been told. You don't need them anymore. Alex was 4th in the quiz. Well, that's good. That's good. The electric man emptying the meter on the stairs and getting a rebate. They were the days. That's true. That's true. I guess the quiz was right on my era. Exactly. Radio rentals delivered in white VW Golfs. Oh. I witnessed one taking next door's TV away. Turned out it was burglars and they had a van and emptied the house. It was a policeman as well. Oh, dear. Bless him. Actually, I think that was SCS. You had to pay the TV with coins in it. Wow, that sounds weird, but cool as well. Yeah, so it was like a rented thing, Udge. You know, like in the hospitals where you pay a certain amount and you get the TV for so long. I don't know whether that's still a thing now. It used to be. It was like that, apart from you had to put in a meter on the side of the TV, and it obviously wouldn't turn on unless you put some pennies in it. Oh, we're going down a right rabbit hole here, aren't we? The pulls man spot the ball, or the pop man delivering the pop. This is true. Now, my nan used to do pulls, and I remember her sitting there with a little pulls coupon that she'd filled out and listening to results, and it used to be on, what was it? Oh, what was that program called? Was it Grandstand? And it used to go up, and here's the results. And then they'd be like a little telex thing typing across. Bristol versus Arbley Arms. Bristol 1. Arbley Arms 2. Liverpool 1. Everton 53. Barnsley none. Thingy none. And it were always a challenge getting them marked down as fast as we could. So yeah, I remember helping me nan with that. The spot the ball, I never understood that. It just, how are you going to know? You can't prove it. You can't prove it. There must be loads of people that mark in vaguely the same area. How are you going to pick one? If Papa Smurf is the daddy of all the Smurfs, who's the mummy? Well, I'll tell you, Pingu. Genetics. They're all test tube Smurfs, aren't they? What? 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 Tutankhamun? Tutankhamun? Aye. What? The potman every kid used to run out with the empty bottles and get 10 pence. Oh, yeah. And the pop was shit. Like, maybe you didn't notice when you were a kid. In fact, we used to get pop. What did we used to have? There were one thing that tasted nice. It was like a mixed fruit thing, and they never had it. Well, obviously they had it at some time. All I could hear was digga digga. That's what it was like. Digga 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 digga. Liverpool 4, Bradford City 3. Digga 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 digga. I don't know. Think of a football team. Everton 7. Port Vale 90. I don't know. I don't do football. Test tube Smurfs. You'll be saying Oval wasn't real next. Oval is real. Dandelion and Burdock. Oh, I don't know whether Julie's had that yet. I meant to put Tutankhamun. Oh, very good, very good. I see where you were going there, Mr. Dastardly. Right, I'll give you guys a choice. In fact, I'm not going to give you a choice because I've closed Kahoot down, so that's it. Ooh. Fizzy cola bottles or milk bottles? Milk bottles. Karen used to have a sweet van come round called Stevenson. Weird thing. I woke up the other night at like 2 or something. And for some reason, I was like, what was my old boss's name? I could just remember Claire, but I couldn't remember her surname. And I'm like, oh, there was Nicola and there was Richard. What was my boss's surname? And that was Stevenson. Not that you needed to know that. Juice Country says cola. Dick Dastardly says Space Invaders. Lilt in the 80s tasted far better than it does. Well, you can't get Lilt now, can you? Lilt's gone. No more Lilt, I think. I'm pretty sure Lilt's gone. Did Lilt get... is Lilt drink still available? No. Lilt is no longer available under that name. In February 2023, Coca-Cola rebranded it as Fanta Pineapple and Grapefruit. So it's still the same recipe, apparently. Anyway. Most things did. Yeah, crack cocaine were far better in the 80s. Pretty much every pop tasted better, even Tizer. Oh, look, it's on fire, Pingu. Shrimps or banana foams. Banana foams. Chocolate bars were all 3 times as big. It's just you were 3 times smaller, Dick Dastardly. Tizer tasted better in the 80s, I heard. Why did I think of Harry Hill's TV burp? Oh, Harry Hill's TV burp was amazing. I wish they'd still do that. Kinder Eggs had more interesting crappy toys in it than they do now. That's the Americans' fault, apparently. I'm sure it was something to do like they couldn't sell the Kinder Eggs with the little intricate parts in the toys in America, so they had to start selling them in the toys that were just like in one piece or too big to swallow or whatever. So yeah, that's why the toys were crap. I remember having a Kinder Egg toy that was like a scooter, but you got a stick with a magnet on and you could push it along. That was cool. Everything was more colourful in the 80s. And Barbies had seamless bendable legs. Oh, we watched the Barbie movie yesterday. That was interesting. I think I might have to watch it again in a few months just to see if I still feel the same. But I thought it was good, except it was very... I mean, this is going to sound weird. It was very female centric. It was all like, oh, the men are idiots, but all the women are amazing. I mean, I don't know what else I expected, but it's certainly not a kids' film either. It's very fun. I'd give it a striking 6 out of 10. Lilt is too tropical for today's PC world. Life was so much better in her days. And the adverts, you didn't mind watching them, especially You've Been Tangered. That's true. That's true. Wagon wheels, they are. Wagon wheels used to be this big, and now they're like that big. Not that I eat them because I don't like them. Oh yeah, that's another point as well. Cornflakes and stuff had toys in them. Yeah, we used to. I remember we getting a few times that little baking soda submarine. That you put baking soda in it and it'd drop to the bottom at sink, and then the water would react within, it'd bubble and come back up to the top. Chocolate and crisps, etc. these days is just shrinkflation. It is. No wonder I'm diabetic now. Freddo, when they were 10p, now there's something like 40p. That's redonkulous. 80s TV, I remember it, but I don't remember what happened in it. Starburst with the whirlpool fruits. We're going off on a right tangent here, aren't we? Well, let's leave it there for tonight. It's been a good one. Oh, yeah, Snickers when there were marathons, yeah. It's been a good one. I'll try and play a video before to play us out, but I fully expect it's not gonna play it all the way through because it didn't before. So we'll see how it gets on. What? Seals don't have toys in them anymore? I thought I didn't get them only because I don't get the children's one. No, they don't have toys in for ages. And I still get children's cereals, don't forget. Right, we're off. So take care. Thank you for watching. And we shall see you next week, I think. Yeah, next week. Bye.
Hey, there's no chicken here today. Got no chicken. Hey, there's no chicken here today. Got no chicken. What was that? What was that? What was that? What was that? Hey, there's no chicken here. You want chicken? Got no chicken.
No chicken here, boy.
Hey, there's no chicken here.
You want chicken?
Got no chicken.
Chicken no guns.
Ain't
no chicken here, boy.
You want chicken?
Ain't no chicken here, boy.
You want chicken? You want chicken nugget? Chicken nugget. Hey, there's no chicken here today. Got no chicken. Hey, there's no chicken here today. Got no chicken. chicken nugget.
You will not find any chicken on these premises. Thank you very much. Now, good day,
You want
sir.
chicken? Hey, there's no chicken here today. Got no chicken. Hey, there's no chicken here today. Chicken nugget.
You will not find any chicken on these premises. Thank you very much. Now, good day, sir.